Morning everyone, it's Michael from Owner's Pride Auto Spa coming to you this morning. We're working on this Porsche Turbo S. It is PPF. It's about a 2018 vehicle. It's had PPF on the whole time, and customer recently purchased this vehicle, so he's the second owner, and the previous owner didn't really take good care of the car or maintaining the PPF, keeping it clean, keeping it hydrated, continually putting some form of protection, wax or sealant or a coating on it. So he brought it to us today to give it a good cleanup and wanted to show some options you have besides just replacing your entire PPF, because the bumper, the hood, fenders, side view mirrors, even the door panels going along the side all have PPF on it. It's going to be very costly to remove all the PPF and then add new PPF to the vehicle. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to polish it a little bit, see if we can get some of the swirls out, which I'll show you hopefully through this video. You'll see some of the swirls in the vehicle, some of the damage. There's some gashes on the front bumper, even on the side view mirrors. You can see some gashes on the bottom of the mirrors. Even some spotting and fading of the luster and shine that the PPF would normally have. But the PPF did do its job in protecting the paint. So with PPF and polishing PPF, things you want to avoid are heat and pressure. You don't want to put a lot of pressure with your polisher on the PPF. You don't want to do a lot of passes. You don't want an aggressive pad, because PPF, while it does protect, heat and that pressure and that aggression can remove the top layers of the PPF, either the self-healing or the top first protective layer of the PPF. Its PPF is several layers thick. So we're gonna go through, polish the vehicle, show you how we do it, what we're looking for, and some things we want to avoid. So keep up with the video, we'll get with you. So we're all ready to start polishing. Got our Owner's Pride compound, using our medium cut foam maroon pad, also from Owner's Pride, and our polisher. And we're just gonna do, I learned to do thin lines. Took a training course with Rupes, as a matter of fact. And one thing that they taught us, which I do like to use in my business, however you decide to, whatever works for you in your business, or when you're at home, if you're a do-it-yourselfer, is putting these lines, because then as the pad is turning, the entire pad will get the compound versus just where you put those dots. There's no right way, wrong way. It's what works best for you. This is what works for me, so this is what I do. Another thing that I like to do is the area that I'm gonna be working, this will work with me, give it a little spritz of our Eco Wash, help keep the surface area, again, to reduce the heat, to keep it lubricated, keep it moist, to prevent a lot of heat buildup on the surface to help reduce the heat. So, gonna start here, starting at my lowest setting, just to spread the area I'm working. Pretty much this part of the hood, I'm gonna split in half. I'm gonna do the top half, and then I'm gonna do the bottom half. So start on the lowest setting. And all I'm doing here is just setting my work area. And I'm gonna go about mid 3, so 3.5 speed. A bit of Eco on the towel, just to make the wipe off easy. And with the polisher, no pressure, just the weight of the polisher itself. You saw pretty low speed, nothing crazy. We're not trying to do a full correction. We're just trying to clean up the PPF a bit. Dryer towel here. Get rid of all the residue and pad haze. And we'll bring you in so you can see the difference. So we're here, got my light on the paint. I'm gonna try to zoom in a little bit closer. And if you look around the light, and even you see on my shop light here, there's still some swirls. We're not trying to do full correction, but if we look in comparison to this panel, that's a world that there, even if we go lower on the hood here, there you can start to see some of the swirls. You can really see them with the shop light. And if we follow the shop light up to the top, it's better. And then you can see the depth of color between these two panels right here. So here you see a lot of marring, a lot of swirls, versus up here, there's still swirls. There's still gonna be swirls. You're not gonna get rid of all of them, but definitely more clarity, more depth of color. And that's really all that we're looking for. Nothing crazy. This helps save yourself a lot of time and effort. This helps save money for our customers if they can avoid replacing the entire PPF. But if we were to do this and it looked exactly the same, it's time to remove the PPF. So we'll get back to it. We'll take you around as we finish polishing the rest of this car, and we'll get to it. One thing I wanted to show you, I don't know if you saw in the video, which I have to do it again here, taking time to clean these edges, because someone did try to polish it before and left a lot of old left compound in the edges of the PPF you see there. You don't want that to stay. It dries up. It can cause this to lift up and peel up, so we're going to try to clean that up too. But whenever you encounter a vehicle, and let's say the person doesn't know it has PPF, most customers will know their car has PPF because they paid a lot of money for it. But let's say they bought it from the dealership didn't tell them, what do you look out for? A couple of things. Look at your corners and edges, right? So you see the corner here, this is still paint, and that's PPF. You can also see it, the corner there on the front of the hood. And then once you find that, you can start to find your PPF lines. So that's it there. You also see the compound. That white line is compound. Then you'll start to come here, you'll see the line there on the headlights. This is, there you see, of course, we showed here. There it is on the side view mirror. Right here on the fender. Let's see. And on the rear, the running board here, there's your line. It's on the rear of the fender going that way. So that's your line there. So this is all paint, PPF'd all the way up into here. So those are the things you want to look out for if you're not sure if the car has PPF on it or not. Just wanted to share that tidbit. We'll get back to it. All right, everyone, we are back. We have finished polishing the entire Porsche here, and it is looking very good. Again, side view mirrors, pretty old, pretty not in the best condition, but we did clean it up. We did clean up the paint around the edges here too, and we're just going around trying to clean up some of this old compound. What I'm going to do is hit it with some eco wash and our air compressor and just try to blow some of it out, and we're just doing our final panel prep wipe to make sure all the polish residue and stuff came off. But this is a big difference from where it was. Obviously, again, still going to have swirls, but the way it looked before and the way it looks now is night and day. So, right, if you remember how this fender looked, this is not the same fender by any means, in my opinion. But again, just doing our final wipe, getting all the polish, haze, and residue off. Making sure nothing's left in any trim, edges, any old compound. We're gonna again come with our air compressor. I'll probably do that off camera just because it's pretty loud. But I mean, look at this. Let's see if I can get this camera to turn the way I want. I mean, come on. That is beautiful, if I do say so myself. The spoilers, still pretty swirled up, but I mean, it's a lot better. Those are pretty deep. Pretty much just did a single stage kind of paint enhancement. Like we said, most of the car is PPF'd. About half the car is PPF'd. So we did as much as we could on the paint. At the top of this rear fender, on the door. Did a lot of correction. And yeah, we got some haze there, you can see it. And we're just using one of our premium towels and OP paint prep, using it on the paint, the glass, as we're going to be hitting this entire car with ceramic detailer, which is a ceramic sealant. Lasts about 6 to 8 months of ceramic protection on pretty much all surfaces, paint, wheels, glass. Will all have nice hydrophobic properties and give the paint and the PPF good protection. So we'll run you through the easy install of CD on the car, but he is looking beautiful. We'll get back to it. Back with you, about to put our ceramic detailer. It's just got no label. I like the big bottles. But this is Owner's Pride ceramic detailer. Gonna put it on the entire car using our low pile tiles to wax on and our premium mid pile tile to wax off. So super easy. Usually like to do in fours because that gives me multiple sides to work with before I have to change. Spray a little bit on my towel here. And I'm gonna try not to sweat on the car. Beautiful Florida heat, but wipe in, and we just buff off any excess, and that gives added shine, added protection to the car. And we're just going to go around the whole car taking care of this. I like to work in panels. So I'll do a panel line and then just keep moving. Same for glass. Glass, paint, trim.